Aha! Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today I like to talk about the true Dhamma or Nirvana for the people who have the most wisdom. If you are a real person who wants to attain Nirvana in this life, you have to listen to me only. Because I have attained Nirvana for 19 years. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana in this life as well. I'm ready. But are you ready? It's up to you. The topic to speak in this video is there are no ourselves. There is nothing that belongs to us. There are only thoughts. Why did you say that? Why did you say that? You know, the true Dhamma in Buddhism means study only the subject of the mind. The true Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence because our true self doesn't really exist. True Dhamma in Buddhism is not possible to teach each other because there's nothing to teach. This is the reason that I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you for understanding about. The first idea was hard processed because the idea is the heart of plenty of false suffering. As I told you, as I told you, I told you, as I told you, as I told you, as I told you, as I told you, until you can realize your thought. That means you have mindfulness and wisdom to end the false suffering. The true Dhamma in Buddhism is universal truth. It doesn't have the fictional language to say. The Lord Buddha taught people to attain Nirvana this life. Achieving Nirvana is the end of false suffering. Because there's no cause to be born anymore. Have you understand me? What you see now, it doesn't mean anything. It's not mean anything. But you were taught to believe. What you see now is a man who is sitting, is a man who is walking, is a man. What you see now is a man. What you see now is a man. You were taught to believe. You were taught to believe what you see now is a man who is standing and is a man who is walking. And what you see now, you were taught to believe. You were taught to believe. This is the man who is sitting. In reality, from birth to death. What you see over here now, it doesn't mean anything. It's not mean anything. You see in the way you see, and you hear in the way you hear. But you were taught to believe. What you see now is a man who is sitting and standing. No, not at all. You know, as I told you, the true Dhamma in Buddhism is not possible to teach each other because there's nothing to teach. And the most important is, there is no language to say. This is the reason that I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you first. That is about the first idea or thought process. You know, until you can realize your thought, that means you have mindfulness and wisdom to end of all suffering. Please bear in mind. Uh-oh. 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 Wow. Uh-oh. Wow. Meow, 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 meow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Meow. From now on, I like to talk about the true Dharma in Buddhism. You know, the true Dharma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence because our true self doesn't really exist. You know, the Lord Buddha taught people to attain Nirvana in this life. Achieving Nirvana is the end of all suffering because there's no cause to be born anymore. In this video, I want you to understand about our true self doesn't really exist. And the topic to speak in this video, I say, there are no ourselves. There is nothing that belongs to us. There are only thoughts. And you know, when we believe that this is our true self, there will be us owning everything. Why did I say that? Let me explain. You know, what you see now, you see in the way you see, and meow, meow, meow. You hear in the way you hear, but you were taught to believe. As soon as you see that, you were taught to believe. This is a cat, and a cat say, meow, 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 meow. It means a cat's voice. And what you see now, you were taught to believe. This is a man who is standing. This is a man who is walking. But in reality of true Dhamma in Buddhism, what you see or hear now, we call it does something happen to the mindful awareness. It doesn't mean anything. It's not mean anything. Can you understand me? The topic to speak in this video, I say, our true self doesn't really exist. Can you understand me? Where can I find our true self? Our true self is just a fictional language. The word our true self is just a fictional language. It's just a thought. You were taught to believe this is a cat. No, not at all. What you see now, it doesn't mean a cat. And what you see now, it doesn't mean a man. You see in the way you see. And meow, meow, meow. You hear in the way you hear. It doesn't mean a cat's voice. Can you understand me? Let me explain. You know, as I told you, when we believe that this is our true self, there will be us owning everything. Can you understand me? I show you. There will be us owning. There will be us owning everything. This is my treasure. Such as, for example, this is my treasure. And this is my house. This is my suffering. This is my suffering. This is my happiness. This is my son. This is my wife. You know, as I show you, the words my wife, my son, my wife, it was my wife, my son, my happiness, my house, my treasure. It's just a thought. As I told you, it's just a thought. Where can I find the meaning of my wife? Where can I find the meaning of my son? Where can I find the meaning of my treasure? Where can I find the meaning of my wife? Where can I find the meaning of happiness? Where can I find the meaning of suffering? As I told you, the true Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study the human existence, because our true self doesn't really exist. What you see now, you see in the way you see, it doesn't mean anything, but you were taught to believe. This is a man, this is a cat. Where can I find the meaning of a cat? The word cat is just a fictional language for understanding communication temporarily. What you see now, and what you hear now, meow, meow, meow. In the area of true Dhamma in Buddhism, we call it just something happened to the mind for awareness. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey and consider along as I said over and over again until you go deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain your life life. In this video, I don't teach you anything, but I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you first about the flavors I think was processed. There is only the thoughts want to say, this is a cat, this is my wife, this is my son, this is my treasure, this is my car. There is the thoughts. There is only a thought. There is only the thoughts want to say, this is my son, this is my wife, this is my cat, this is my car, this is my treasure. In reality, where can I find the meaning of a cat, my wife, my son, my treasure? It's just a thought. As I told you, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, until you can realize your thought, that means you have mindfulness and wisdom to enforce suffering. Nothing more who study than this. Please bear in mind.